Clorox is absolutely one. I use it everywhere, every day in my home to clean the countertops, everything. I think that's something that makes me feel good. And Clorox did a study where they show basically like what feels good, like what feels better, clean, massages, like petting puppies, all of that. So I think that's like one thing that actually feels so good for me. Other things that I love are my Kerastase for my hair. It's under $50, but like the best heat treatment you could ever use. I have like a lip liners that I use from NYX that I love. They're like super affordable. I always have a NYX gloss in my bag. I think it's a great one. I love the pinky brown color. Cetaphil is like a go-to for me. I love Cetaphil. I use it on my trips. I use it before makeup prep. Really rub it in my face. The moisturizer. And I love the body one too. Like I think the body moisturizer is amazing as well. Like number 7, I love. That's another great hydrator. That's another one I use a lot. And then Wendy's. Like always. The new Frosty's amazing. I think my kitchen's the most similar to Angie's, so I would probably pick Angie's. I think we have a very similar style and like structure, just different stone, but probably Angie's. I think we're all pretty clean. I don't think there's anyone that's not clean on our cast. I think we all like to put our stuff away as soon as we arrive. Like I unpack all my stuff and it's on shelves and, like displayed really neatly. And I think most of my castmates like to do that. I think a big thing that we like to do, I have really full lips, but they're pale. The way we line them is very specific. And I think you can see the real shape of my lips if they're lined well. So that's one of the things we like to do. Also, we use tape when putting on my eyeliner. I think that helps so much. It's super quick, super easy. You get a clean line for eyeliner. I love a good brow gel. That's like one thing we love to put in I can tell when I don't have brow gel on when I'm watching the show versus when I do. I think that's super important. And I just think hydrating before you even apply any makeup, like what primers you use are super important for having your makeup stay on long, what setting sprays you use. There's so many tips. I mean, Tatcha is the main primer we use. I love Tatcha products. I think their primer is amazing. That's one that I like to use in my T-zone. And then just like a really good hydration, I think is super important too. One thing I like to do is pack monochromatically. So I don't have to bring as much stuff. I learned the hard way. John and I went on a yacht trip a few years ago and I had 9 bags with me for 10 days. And I'm like, I can't ever do that again. It was like too much. But one thing I do like to do is like, if I'm wearing, like I have a color schematic for the whole trip. So it's like black and tan or red and pink or something like that. So all my shoes go with everything. My bags go with everything. And I think that's super important. And then, always packing your Clorox disinfecting wipes so you can wipe everything down and make sure everything's super clean. My luggage is clean. One thing that grosses me out are like shoes on the plane, and everybody's shoes are going to get yucky. So like using a Clorox disinfecting wipe, like right after I get off the plane and out of the airport to like wipe the bottom of my shoes so I'm not carrying those germs with me into every place I go. Because, just think about it, people going in the bathrooms and like walking down the hallway. And I always love a purse bag. I'll go into like a little store before I get on the plane and get a bag to put my purse in. So if I have to set it on the floor, at least it's not touching the ground.